Alrighty, that should do it. Welcome one and all back to yet another Candy Egg stream. Tonight, we are going to be playing the Isle again. However, unfortunately, I was just setting up the stream. I was in a Hypsilophodon group. I came in as a baby, and then the server immediately reset. That is me in a different tab. So, well, that's working, so I can go ahead and close that. However, let me go ahead and get this set up. If you were watching after the fact, you can go ahead and skip forward a little bit. I'm going to be designing my dinosaur-like device. But yeah, unfortunately, the server reset as soon as I logged in, and then apparently my poor little baby Hypsilophodon did not save in the server, so that is very unfortunate. However, I do have the map open on the right, and we can go ahead and get into it today. My Corythosaurus is up in the top left corner. Hopefully that isn't out of the way enough. Now I am eyeballing the Babeosaurus and the Gallimimus. However, I don't feel like being a carnivore. The Dryosaurus cannot burrow yet. The Hypsilophodon is what I was about to be. I started playing a Pachycephalosaurus before I was streaming, and I fell off a cliff and died because I couldn't see. Unfortunate. Stegosaurus is a bit of a commitment. Taurontosaurus, I haven't really played before. I know how to play the Stegosaurus now, though. You know what? Let's just be the Babeosaurus until we inevitably explode. But I would like to design one first. I have one saved. This is very nice. I might as well make a second one. What is pattern B, actually? Pattern B does look pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and take another look-see back at A. Let's go with B. Click random. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Ooh, okay, I'm liking that, So, I'm going to say the body, though. Let's go ahead and go with a different color. I don't want to die immediately. That would be very unfortunate if that were to be the exact thing that is going to happen. The yellow is really nice. I'm thinking maybe gray would be interesting. Not white, probably. White is probably a poor idea. Rather, let's go with something... You know what? I do like that dark brown. What if I make it just like that? Ooh, that is very nice. So now we can make the flank color something else. The neon colors are a little bit silly, but c'est la vie. That is interesting. I'm really feeling that black, though. I already did that in the under body color. Oh, this is the arms. So yes, I do want it to be that very dark black color. Markings. It's probably not wise to have this be a very bright color, but that is kind of what I want to do. I like that gray, that's interesting. You know what? Let's go ahead and go with one of the browns. I think in one of the browns. I'm thinking this. Yeah, that seems pretty PogChamp if I say so myself. Now I want my eye to be an interesting color. Let's see here. I could pretty much make it black, but oh, I like that. Lower the saturation. Save. Now let's go ahead and go back and see what a female one of this skin would look like. Now that is very PogChamp. I do think I want to go for the male one though this time. So let's go ahead and get started and see if I even remember how to play this game. Let's go ahead. Crocodigators are normally in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and be up here. That seems like a fun place to go. I spawn in the water, how precious. Okay, now it's time to remember how to play the finger quotes Babe Yalsaras. Keeping on the lookout for any fishes. There's some right there. Oh, that is a larger fish. How do I grab them? Do I just bite at them? Oh, G to grab. Although I guess I did just get it, so it's fine. He beats. Hello to the world. What a cutie pie. I should actually tab and see everything that I really ought to get. Delete this information off my stinky little map. Crab, fish, that should be easy. I know where those things are. Radish, flower, bullfrog. Radish, flower, bullfrog, potato, and sunchoke. Interesting. Okay, well this is all immediately next to the water, so this should be pretty easy to do, except the frogs are a bit scattered. But, what have you? I think that was another baby. Oh, I think it is. Be my buddy. Yay! Hello, Jack Vader. Let's go ahead and get one of these bad boys. I don't think it's actually G. Did they all just disappear? Oh well. I am in some pretty... not that urgent need of food. Pretty normal amount of needing of food. Boop-a-doo. Aren't we just the cutest little patooties? Give us the old snifferino. They got the same idea. Supposedly there's fishes over there. Guess I'll go ahead and take a second. Oop. There's some over here. Jack's got the right idea. Where is it exactly? Which Which one even is that? The sunchoke or the potato? I'm gonna go ahead and get it a secondary sniff because this is a bit vertical for us wee little chaps. Talk about some omega vertical. Here we go. Now, isn't that precious? So I believe these are the potatoes. I think. I don't actually know what potatoes look like from the surface, I am realizing. Anyways, we're doing this at daytime, so hopefully nothing bad happens. But we'll go ahead and see. I'm glad I found a buddy almost immediately. They have very nice teal coloration. Very PogChamp. They're taking a little piece. How precious. Let's go retire back to the water now. Ooh, risky. Keep our eyes out for crocodilators. We seem to be doing all right. Epic. Definitely wanna be keeping a lookout for those gremlins under the water. What the honk is? Oh, it's part of the stick. Oh, good, it was them. I think they have the same idea as me to try and climb this. I don't know if we're going to be able to, though, unfortunately. Ooh, there's like a little ledge here. If I can line that up correctly, that is. Nope, don't think I'm going to be able to get that. I don't remember which call is threatened and which one is hurt, so that's going to be a wonderful time when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't think I'm making that. But you know what? Now could be time for a wee bit of a sippy. And of course, I can't get this far into it without mentioning the fact that Babeosaurus is a pretty well-known dinosaur. And we know what its feathers looked like, and they did not look like this. Boink! Yo, walk in. Can we smell underwater? No. But we are very cute. Yeah, Babeosaurus is a Therizinosaur and does not have pennaceous feathers like this implies it to possess. Doo-doo-doo. I should probably change the thumbnail to be a Babeosaurus now, but I guess I'll do that in retrospect. What are they doing over here? Babeosaurus, although it is really weird that they didn't pick Koreaceratops or something, it is a very nice step in a very interesting direction for the island, making these small dinosaurs especially a very interesting and very divergent gameplay styles, and although I haven't played the Isle all that much still, I have been learning a lot more about it. Fishes. Ba-ba-ba. How do I grab you? I guess I just bited them. Let's go in for another. Am I a male? I think so. Give me the fishes. Let's go, they're female. Hog. So hopefully that'll go to plan without either of us getting eviscerated. Oops, I want to eat the fishy. Not sip. I'd like to eat the fishy. There we go. Now we can place this bad boy over here and eat it here. Oh gee, why can I not eat this? Do I have to eat it whole? Maybe. Their colors are very pallid, it's very interesting. What was that? That might have been a pteranodon. I am not all that familiar with the noises the animals make yet. I am also not very good at grabbing things. Well, there we go that time. Keep an eye out for crocodilators. Did I eat it? Yes, I did. Very epic, very epic. I think I'm going to rest over here for a little bit and try to amend the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and do that real quick, or attempt to at the least. Okay, we got the edit. Now let's go ahead and change our thumbnail. I do have a picture of the Bapiosaurus. File is bigger than 20. Gosh dang. Let's see if I can go ahead and open up. Not Krita. Hold on real quick. I'm going to need to go here. Alrighty. That's horrifying. Prior extinction. Let's go ahead and go to the Isle. I'm gonna move this over here now. Go ahead and go to the Isle. Open up that thumbnail. Open up this with this as well. I suppose I should be considerate and show my Krita on screen. There we go. Let's load in, bigify, copy this bad boy. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's keep the border. Title 2. There we go. Let's go ahead and place this. Move it. Oh, now that's wonderful. This is from me playing with Pedro a little bit ago now. That seems pretty PogChamp. Now let's go ahead and change the color on... Gosh dang it. Let's go back. Change the color on this bad boy. Oh, this is in a layer style. Color overlay. Let's go ahead and just go with a light green. There we go. Now we can save this as a PNG. Let's go thumbnail 2. Alrighty. That should do it. Okay. I have not questioned why I have been sleeping. So, now let's go ahead and change this to the new thumbnail. Thumbnail 2. And let's save that. Whoa. So I believe that has worked. Let me extend this window over here. That seems to have gone absolutely fantastically. So, let's get back into it. Hopefully I don't explode. But of course, now we aren't being as sneaky as before, as we actually do have Babyosaurus on the cover. There's no sneaky sneaks. Nope, we're doing pretty good. Dolphin time. The underwater noises are so cute and actually very authentic. A lot of animals that communicate with sound underwater do so with very high-pitched click-type noises. Isn't that interesting? If I remember correctly, it is because those kinds of noises can pierce through water very efficiently. Whereas on land, with sound penetrating through the earth and through the air, deeper noises go further. Again, if I am remembering how that works correctly. So it's very cute. And an actual... Well, that jump scared me. An actual animal thing, unlike swimming and being aquatic and being small, things that Babyosaurus was not. The Babyosaurus we do have are juveniles. Fishes. I'm going to try and eat this. I don't know if I can eat the fish. No, we can only eat them whole, which is interesting. That sounded suspicious. Oh. That is a thing? What is that? That is a Pachycephalosaurus, I believe. We're just not going to pay attention to that. Ain't that just the way of the baby? I do enjoy Babyosaurus. Now, despite, or in spite of how this model is rendered, once again, Babyosaurus is fairly well known from feather impressions especially, and its feathers were very interesting, unlike this model which seems to suggest that they have bird-like feathers, or perhaps just like clusters of fur, kind of just raggedy looking perhaps. Pardon. Phew. Holy honk, that hurt my throat to sneeze. Oh, jeebs. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Babyosaurus actually has single filaments, much in the way of mammalian hair, but it also possesses very odd flat quill-like structures, which sort of resemble the rachis of a feather, the shaft, except it is flat and does not have anything else on it. Now, this is a fairly distinct feather type that isn't really seen elsewhere. It is kind of vaguely similar to an Ensiornithine retrosis, but also not at all. And in my opinion, I think it would be neat if the reason that Babyosaurus had those flat structures is because they were reflective. Wouldn't it be interesting if Babyosaurus was glittery? That'd be very fun. I don't think we can jump down there. Well, I guess that very unfortunately answers my question. That was very sad. Oh no. Am I alone again? Yes, I am. Very, very sad. Okay, so 3 is threatened. And I like how they do like that Tamandua stance. I suppose I'll stay around here for a little bit in case our buddy does come back. Plus, it is also reassuring to be at this edge where the Deinosuchus can't really efficiently come up. What is that? That is a rock. This does seem to be a very nice place to be the baby. And I will say, one complaint I do have about the Babyosaurus is that the Pteranodon is supposed to be able to eat it as a part of its intended diet. However, the only thing I have ever seen is Pteranodons dying to babies because the babies just kill them the moment they touch water by accident. And that's something. How do I get those? Woo! What the heck? Was that a Deinonychus? Or no. What is it called? A, Omniraptor. That's what they are. Suppose I might as well taunt it. What a rude little dude. I wonder if it can pounce me while it's on land. That's an excellent question, actually. Well, I guess that technically counts as evading a predator. There's another catfisk. Whoa. This is either a very good sign of water condition with tannins, or perhaps a very bad sign. Hee hee. I'm so cantankerous. So cheeky and facetious. Boink. 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 I fear stumbling upon a crocagator, however. That would truly just be an awful experience. Interesting. I don't seem to be able to smell unless I am on land. That's a neat way to counteract just staying in the water all the time. I suppose in that case I will go off in search of potatoes. My skin looks very interesting in the night vision. Nearby potato spotted. Let's go ahead and go in the water while we're at it. Aw, dang, it's doing the bug again where I can't see literally anything underwater at night. Oh, I hope that kind of sounded like a crocagator. Oh, it's a pag. God dang. I dislike how the AI just goes directly after you all the time, forever, indefinitely. Meh. Pigs are aggressive in real life, but no matter what you are, no matter how big you are even, the pags just are relentless. Suppose I should, sit for a little bit. Can I get a bug singer? I don't think I'm hurt that bad, which is good. Let's go ahead and get... Is the bleeding worse underwater? I can't tell. I can't tell if there's more red on my screen or not. Either way, I suppose I will just rest until it is healed, just in case. That is very disappointing that my buddy died too. Silly mistake. I should have typed in the chat and told them not to. That pig is somewhere. Let's try these ones over here. Got our little duck feet's going so fast. Yeah, let's go back over here with the littler ones. Got that one. Very epic, very pog champ. Wishes. I am healing pretty slowly. That's a fish, I think. Yes. Go ahead and get a closer look at that bad boy. Land fish! Land fish! Realistic gameplay. I don't know if that's even doing anything. Either way. I can't see in the water at night. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that? To encourage me to go out of the water at nighttime? Perhaps? Perhaps? We should go looking for foods nonetheless. It appears to be right over there. Let's go ahead and take a little look-see. Oh, very nice. There's some sounds going on. I do not like not being able to see in the water. So I'm just going to be trotting around. As one does. Of course, I also shouldn't stray from the water. You know how it is. Got some pretty good foods right here, though. I'm not going to get the perfect diet, but then again, the perfect diet, I guess, is more for herbivores than anyone else. As long as you've got those hexagons, who's to say you're doing it wrong? I do have to remain alert because that Omniraptor did scare me, even though it was just swimming after me. Very hilarious. Let's all go up here and see if there's anything going on. Does not really seem like it. First person mode. I mostly plays the Pteranodon, but I did play the Stegosaurus so long that I got pretty good at it. I know the migration route they're supposed to take and everything. Unfortunately, the Stegosaurus is something that is very, very difficult to do on your own, and I am by my lonesome tonight. Guess I'll go ahead and scream. I don't know what that is. Might be the Carnotaurus. It sounds kind of similar to its broadcast call. Apologies for being silent, chaps. I say like there's anybody watching. If you are watching this after it is already aired live, go ahead and comment down so that I know if people actually listen to these or if they just kind of skip around. I am curious. I would suggest buying this game even though it's a massive waste of time because it is not very expensive. And the diet system they've added, very interesting. Wink. The dolphin movement is very silly, but very iconic. Where is this? Does this go underneath? Huh. I genuinely don't think I've ever been to this area before. Let me actually see if I have or not. Let's go ahead and tab this bad boy out. Actually, I can just show what I am doing right now. So what are our coordinates? Let's see, negative 457, negative 737. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't really know how many times I've actually come around to this side of the map. That's neat. Wow. I guess I'll just go ahead and go down the river and then turn left. That should be within the area of these flowers. I think that's a good goal. There we go. I'm going to try and grab one of these fishes from the surface again because I am a gamer. I do be swimming, I tell you what. There wasn't any crocodiles in here before, however, I don't really feel like risking it. I am a creature of the night. I am just scampering around, hitting roots of trees and various plants and flowers. Oh, cog. There is some, oh, cog. Okay, well, that didn't turn out the best, however, it also did not turn out the worst, so, success. This is a cute animation, how they use their little hands. A lot of dinosaur animations kind of forgets that they do have hands, and a lot of theropods especially do have, like, hands that can grasp. That's very cute. Speaking of cute things, in paleontology news recently, there has been, I believe for the first time, has been discovered trace fossils, i.e. footprints, of a forest rockhead, the terror birds, finger quotes. And very interestingly, but not surprising to me, apparently surprising to a lot of people, they hold their second digit partially above the ground in a similar manner to dromaeosaurs. Now, I don't find this surprising because the closest relative to the forest rockets is the modern Cerema, which in all honesty, is just a tiny forest rocket. Not literally, but spiritually, that's what it is. It is a terrestrial bird that kills things by biting and kicking them. And Suremas, if you have not seen them before, you should definitely look at them. They are beautiful little, well, they're not little, they're actually fairly large. Very beautiful, flighted but poorly flighted birds with incredibly long legs. And you can see how the forest rocket body plan emerges from such a morphology. However, their peats are functionally didactyl in a similar manner to dromaeosaurs and a similar manner to the Suremas. And this is because the second digit, which bears the largest claw, or ungule, isn't that a fun word? And they use it to kick at things and grasp them a little bit. And the reason that I'm worried about this discovery part is not because of anything other than paleoart. Now, I know that people are not going to address the fact that real birds are like this, and a surprising amount of birds, actually, do have this condition or very similar, where that second toe does bear the largest claw and is used for a similar purpose. But ever since it's been known that dromaeosaurs are functionally didactyl and their second claw is lifted off of the ground, people confuse what that means. It does not mean that their second toe does not touch the ground at all, which is unfortunate because most paleo art depicts this. The base of the toe still touches the ground. That is not a stick. What is that? Is that a Troodon? Huh. I think that's a baby Troodon. I'll leave it be. What was I saying? Yes, in dromaeosaurs. Ooh, we have someone in the chat now. Hello. I picked such a poor typeface. James T. Hey, I am just right now. Was that a pteranodon? I'll scream just in case. I have just been talking about the new discovery of forest rocket footprints. Oh, there's another Troodon. Interesting. Keep an eye out for them. And the forest rocket footprints, it turns out they are functionally didactyl, which means they really only use 2 of their toes to walk on. And in a similar manner to their closest living relatives, the Suremas, as well as dromaeosaurs and some other maniraptors, the second claw, or the second toe, is among the shortest and has the largest claw. And that's really neat. Also, in a manner that is not similar to ostriches, which are also didactyl, but they just lack a second toe. Ostriches, the central toe, which bears the most weight, bows outward, whereas in the forest rockets, they go inward. And that's something that's very interesting that I've noticed. But I'm worried about people's paleoart restorations of these animals now, because a lot of paleoart of dromaeosaurs misinterprets what it means that their second claw is held above the ground. It does not mean that the entire toe is held above the ground. Rather, it just means that the claw itself is above the ground. The second toe is basically made of 3 bones, 2 regular bones, 1 claw bone. And the first bone still touches the ground. It is still visible on the footprint, but people don't draw it that way. And it is the same way in the forest rocket footprint that we have. What the honk is that? There's a peg. Oh, I don't like that peg. I would like to go down here, though. Can I eat meat? I don't think so. The pag is running away. Can I smell the meat, though? Can I put it in my mouth? But yeah, that's my paleo art thing of today. Grab. Let's go ahead and put this. Chica's crisp. My food is no longer in my mouth. That's kind of alarming. That kind of infers that there is a crocagator in my midst. That is alarming. This side is probably easier to traverse down. If I had to postulate, I guess that is the conclusion that I would come to. So let's go ahead and start making our way down this precarious cliff face. Hopefully that was my noise. Oh, gog. Okay, it's fine. Okay. That was very unfortunate. How are we doing? Very poorly. Let's go ahead and sit down. Pag. No. No, I will not die to a pag. That is not happening. Not today. Let's go ahead and get an escape route ready for when the pag inevitably comes back. That Gardeosaurus is very ominous. I did not anticipate pags being my greatest predator. I'm healing a lot though, that is fantastic. The pag is relentless. Oh, I don't think it's fractured anymore. Pag is rude. We do not stand the pag. Wishes. That was a mysterious noise. I wonder if the pag drowned. I would like a small fisk. That would be most preferable. Actually, let's go ahead and sniff around, see if there's any potatoes while it is still nighttime. Oh, there is indeed. Go ahead and get a closer look at this bad boy. These two friendly hot dogs. Delicious. That was very tasty, very wonderful. Now I am genuinely kind of hoping that the daytime comes back. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any buddies nearby. I can't tell for sure if this is shallow or not. It's probably not all that shallow. Oh god, the catfish always jump scare me. Authentic Babysaurus moment. Well, since we are playing a Therizinosaur, might as well go on a tangentially related rant, and that being that Therizinosaurus, claim to fame Therizinosaurus, everybody loves Therizinosaurus, it is not and has never been known from a skull. It might have a fragment of a jawbone, I don't remember for sure. However, it does not, it functionally does not have a face. Its face is based off of that of Nothronicus, and occasionally that of Falcarius, I think is the other one. But the Rhizosaurus itself has never been known from a skull, and yet paleoart has kind of unanimously decided that it looks the way that it does. And that's very interesting. The Rhizosaurus could, because it is far and above the largest and most derived Therizinosaur, very well could have a very blunt sauropod-looking face, where it's just very round, or I guess sauropod slash Caenagnithid-looking face. Caenagnithid oviraptorosaurs are kind of similar in that manner, that they are herbivory-adapted theropods. Therizinosaurus could have a beak, and that beak could cover most of its face, like in Ornithomemosaurs. Who's to say? Well, I guess Ornithomemosaurs, the Rhamphotheca, doesn't cover most of their face, but you know what I mean. Where its face looks like a beak. And I just think that's interesting that trends in paleoart just kind of solidify things that are completely made up. Albeit, in Therizinosaurus' face's cases, it is based on something. It's based on related taxa. However, that's it. Okay, we're starting to be able to see underwater again, very pog. Oh, I got it. Now I can't help but notice that the hexagon is empty. Should probably save that for some sunflowers. That would be a pretty wise decision. It has also been brought to my attention that lemur noise, or what I think is a lemur noise, it could be a howler monkey or something, that is not ambience, that is actually the Troodon players, and that is very interesting. Let's take another glimpse under the oiter. This is so deep. I wish there were more rivers that were very shallow, partially so that animals could cross them without the crocodilators, or at least without the large crocodilators. It didn't fill my hexagon, that's very pog. I think I'm going to go ahead and lid out a big ol' sniffy. I don't know if I'm hearing another baby. I will do that just in case. I think I am hearing one, actually. Let's go ahead and see where we are quick. 361. 627. Yeah, we should just be continuing down here. Yeah, sod it. Let's just go back in the waiter. Is that a coelacanth? Did they literally just do a coelacanth, like the modern coelacanth, without changing anything? Not even the pattern? It's a saltwater fish. That's so silly. They could have done anything with it. It's an entirely extinct group of fishes that people don't really... Actually, wait, I don't want the fish. Sorry, fish. It's a whole wide array of fishes. There were freshwater coelacanths, or freshwater sarcopterygians that aren't lungfishes. You could do so much with that. They just made a modern coelacanth. Actually, speaking of coelacanths, it's time for another rant. Because did you know that what is it called? The rhetoric that coelacanths are living fossils is silly. Because living fossil isn't really a thing. It's kind of very misleading, especially in the coelacanth's case. We didn't think the coelacanth in particular was extinct until we found it. The entire group of animals it belongs to we thought was extinct until we found a living one. So in that case, it is actually a ghost lineage, and what that means is that often due to areas of poor preservation and high specialization in those environments, which is the case with the coelacanth, which is a deep sea fish which really enjoys being around underwater caves, you can imagine that we haven't found many fossils of them. And when people say, oh, it's a living fossil, it hasn't changed in a bajillion years. It has, though. Like, you'll be hard-pressed to find another sarcopterygian that looks exactly like the coelacanth does, because the coelacanth itself is very specialized. And it's also very large. People don't often appreciate how big the modern coelacanth is. This is very shallow. I like this. The coelacanth is very large, and many of its relatives were incredibly large, such as one known as Mawsonia, which is very poorly understood, but seems to be incredibly large, shallow marine sarcopterygian, that's the word. That's really cool. But there were also tons of little ones. So it's not that the coelacanth is... Oh, how large is the coelacanth? They are like 4 feet long on average, if I remember correctly. They're just surprisingly beefy. I think it's cartoons and such, when it is represented, it's kind of misleading, because they always want it to be like, oh, it's like a living fossil, but other than that, it's not impressive. But it is, though. It's a really, really neat fish, which is very slow, but extremely maneuverable, to the point where its body does not move, but it can move in all directions, like a chess piece. And something else that's neat about sarcopterygians is that tetrapods, we are sarcopterygians, and sarcopterygians did not originally have 4 limbs. Sarcopterygians have 6. And that's neat, because the other 2 are actually the uppy and the butty fins. I don't know what they're called, as you can tell. Is it... No, I'm not going to attempt to know what those fins are called. But they're the exact same structure as the pectoral fins and the pelvic fins. And the only reason we don't have them is because those two fins, those uppy and downy ones, which are also the ones that, the fins that pufferfish and things use, and triggerfish, those are used because they let the animal swim without moving its tail. And we don't have those limbs anymore, and I like to emphasize calling them limbs because that is just what they are. It's the same structure with the same bones and the same flexibility and everything. We don't have them because they have no use in touching the ground. Not even the ground as in on land, but like the ground, like the seafloor. They are for swimming, they are for moving around in a three-dimensional environment. It moves so weird in this game. That's not really how they look, but you can see the uppy fin in front of the tail. Where did it go? There's an uppy fin and a butty fin right in front of the tail, and those move in the same motion, side to side. It is most obvious in fish like the mola, the ocean sunfish, and they're related to things. By the way, ocean sunfish are essentially giant pufferfish. They use those to propel themselves without moving their tails, and they can use their tails as just a rudder, which is cool. It might sound odd to specialize a fish's body plan like that, but using the tail as your main method of propulsion can get very tiring, and also it's a lot of muscles to specialize, whereas with the uppy and butty fins, which are what I'm calling them, they allow for a lot of specialization in where those muscles are. Aw, see ya, buddy. Thanks for staying in, and thanks for listening to me rant about coelacanths and why they are very special and cool. Oh, somebody else just arrived. Hello, Orange. Welcome to the Bapiosaurus authentic moment, real life of all time. That is exactly what it is called. That is the entire title. I'm currently looking for another buddy while occasionally going on rants about prehistoric things and tangentially related things. I am also big nerd emoji, so if you have any questions about anything paleontology or dinosaur bird related, I can possibly answer it. Isn't that fun? Although I am in perpetual alert of crocodilators, Deinosuchus. Nigel Marvin enters the chat. It's the Deinosuchus. Am I an adult? Yes, I am like 24 or something. Oh wait, I don't need water. I'm fine. Boink. I'm going to eventually run into Deinosuchus. The Deinosuchus, the king alligator. I don't remember what Nigel Marvin says. There's something missing from our world. Aquatic Bapiosaurus. I'm getting a little bit hungies, actually. I should do a big ol' sniffy. Other than that absurd splash, I can go ahead and sniff up here. Eventually, I will reach the S, which I forgot what it was, the sunchokes, which I have never heard of that plant until this game. Ooh, there's some right over here. And we're going to be able to fill out our perfect diet. That's going to be wonderful. Assuming I don't get jumped by something by running around. Scampering around, rather. Oops. Hence my quickness to abscond from dangerous goblins. The Carnotaurus has been very quiet recently. It's very unsettling. Show me the S. Yes. Very PogChamp, very mighty PogChamp, I will say. I did not think I was going to get all three things. I should check on my map where I am really quick after I finish eating this. I'm going to... Oh, yes, it filled out even. I'm going to take a city and find out where I am. In fact, I'm going to show it on screen again because this thing is cool. And if anybody wants to use it, they can go ahead and see what this is. Thisthing.com. Whoa. -263. -556. Yes, this is basically peak area. This is basically peak area. I think I am going to be staying here for a while. Alrighty, I'm going to move this back. How long does it take to grow Babyosaurus? Not very long. I became an adult a long time ago and I didn't even notice when that happens. It is very quick, which I'm sure is to compensate for the fact that you will be dying to Deinosuchus almost every time it shows up. Now, are there any potatoes nearby? No, I think I'm going to go ahead and go upstream for those. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. North should be the direction I was going in. Yes, it does indeed seem to be. I would recommend Babyosaurus, however, it is more fun with other people, but because you are such a small creature that is so tied to the water, if Deinosuchus hear your call at all, they will, like, very likely just beeline towards you. But as with everything in the Isle Evrima, as long as your diet is very good, you do grow much faster than normal. Which is very nice. In fact, I should see what my perfect diet is doing for me. Growth rate plus 50%. I am already grown. Okay. This is a very nice swimming animation, even though Babyosaurus is a completely terrestrial organism. I really think they should have picked Caratops or something for this niche, but the Babyosaurus is iconic and interesting ILOC. I think I'm gonna do another sniff. Sniffy sniff. Doesn't seem to be much. That is fine. You know what? I am mostly in need of potatoes. So I think I'm just going to be continuing. Orange just subscribed. Thank you very much. I hope you like random videos of dinosaur games and then random, I shouldn't swear, random trash that I edit together. That's what it's gonna be. Although recently it's been a lot more of streams while playing dinosaur games because dinosaur games are neat. By the way, cursed information. Now, when I say this, I must lead with the fact that you cannot go back from knowing this. But because dinosaur names are in the languages of Latin and Greek most typically, they are not in English. So when people pronounce them, they are normally Americanizing them into not only English, but American English. And dinosaur is pronounced dinosaur. Yes. They're not dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. And that is just horrible, awful information to be forced to know. And you are welcome. Another cursed one is that the C in Cerato, the root word, is pronounced with a K noise. So that means you don't have Triceratops and Ceratosaurus. You have Triceratops and Ceratosaurus. That is just horrible, horrible information that I have to tell everybody around me. But then you get into like the pedantics of language, where you have something like Deinonychus, wherein if you pronounce it the way I do, which is like the regular Americanized pronunciation of Latin and Greek, it would be Deinonychus. However, the people who named it call it Deinonychus, not Deinonychus. They say Deinonychus. However, it is supposed to be pronounced Deinonychus. So you just kind of start going down the rabbit hole of nomenclature. What is this? Will I die if I go down here? What the honk? Where am I? That was a cute noise. What was that? Oh god. Where is this? I have never been here. I don't want to just like go down there and instantly explode. However, I am not finding any buddies, so I kind of might as well go down there. Is that potatoes? Sniffy, sniffy, sniff. Well, there are potatoes over here. Hold up. I gotta sneeze real quick. Oh, gee. Unless I don't. Unless I do. Okay, so is this like a cave? What the honk? Wait a minute. I think I've been here as the Pteranodon before. Does the river continue down here? Well, that's interesting. Let's give it a good old snifferoni. I do want that food. Gotta check for the Deinosuchus. I don't have any... Eh? Where? That might be spawned inside the wall or something odd. I don't have any wooden stakes to protect myself from Deinosuchus. Like Nigel Marvin. So, I'm just going to go ahead and continue. And this area is a lot safer than I thought. It is very shallow. And although I can go a lot faster by jumping, I do like being more discreet, especially at the daytime. The little creature. I'll leave it be. Unless it's being a little turd burglar and trying to get me to go eat that fish so that it can pounce on me. Oh, there's a coelacanth again. It is so odd that they chose to put a marine fish in fresh water. Like, if they just made it a different color, that would be fine, but the fact that it is clearly intended to be the modern coelacanth species, I guess I should say, the one from what we have that exists, Sarcopterygia. It's a very odd choice. There's a Utahraptor noise. I will say that the Isle is starting to give me vibes from, like, Saurian, wherein you play the different organisms and you kind of get an interesting feel into the different parts of the ecosystem. And it gets to a point where that Deinosuchus is dead. Huh. It gets to a point where playing more of the species... There's some drama going on over here. Playing more of the different species gives you a better understanding of the environment itself. and what the other creatures are doing, and it is very interesting. I do hope that they continue to add aquatic organisms, although we really don't think they should have added Deinosuchus yet, as Deinosuchus is fairly frustrating to play against. However, the isle is going to eventually run into the issue of having too many species, and I really think it would be really cool if very similar species, especially the herbivores, could live together. Like, I think they have Corythosaurus planned alongside Parasaurolophus. I think it would be interesting if Parasaurolophus and Corythosaurus could herd with each other and group with each other and talk with each other and maybe even have babies, like crossbred babies. It could be interesting if they could, like, give the other species unique colors to their offspring. Maybe have them, like, 50-50 chance between each species, or even be just, like, Pokemon rules, where it's, like, the female species is what all the babies are. I think that would be really cool, and it would really help the issue of people not being able to group with anybody because nobody is playing their species. And especially since they got rid of the global chat. Unless you just kind of walk into somebody who's nice and wants to group with you, you won't be grouping unless you have a Discord buddy. I am not very good at catching the fishes. There we go. Oh, my potato is gone. Let's go ahead and give that the big old sniff. Da, da, da. Potato? I haven't been hearing those carnivores in a little bit, so I'm gonna trust them. It's a horrible idea, but I'm doing it. Never punished. Boing. Da, 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 da. This area does typically have a ton of crocodilators, so I need to be extra careful. I spent a good amount of time making a new thumbnail for the Babyosaurus for this, but I think if I die, I will want to be something else, just because there's not many people, and it is a lot more fun to be the Babyosaurus with buddies. Is that an alternate way? Oops, that is not what I wanted. I suppose I'll be going this way. Do, 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 do. I'm a male, so the best possible outcome is that I find another person, and that other person is a female, and then we can make a nest. That would be epic. I earlier did have a buddy who was a female while we were both babies, however, they went off a cliff and died. Is that a crocodilator? Oh my goodness. Group with me, buddy. Where'd they go? Yay! Hello. This is a different person from before, unfortunately. Are you male or female? Both male. I have no idea what that orange thing is. Gotta keep a lookout for Dinosuchus, though, as the large, that is my job. Oh, is that a third person? Where is Rue? Where are they? They pop out of the water. Yay! Woo, 3. Oh, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with petrol friends. I suppose I should lead them to a safer place. That would seem to be a nice... Yeah, let's go over here. Are there any over here? Oh gosh, I'm lagging quite a bit, unfortunately. A fish if anybody needs. My game is not appreciating whatever's going on, I tell you what. Is that a Troodon? That's an interesting swimming animation, anyways. Omniraptors. That is very much not what we want. That's probably the Omniraptors over there. Ah, but that is exactly what I want. Oh, there's more over here. Oh, that's not it. We're being a little risky for the biscuit, but I think that it's fine. Oh, do I play Path of Titans? I do not. I thought about getting it. I also confuse it with another dinosaur game. Is that the one that people can... where you can grow by, like, gathering items and such? I think that's Path of Titans is that one. Although a lot of the designs are very nice, I am not as much of a fan of doing things that aren't like realistic, finger quotes. Like I'm less into, I guess, role play stuff and just pretending to be stinky little animals dooting around. I do like the way it looks though. I might... There is a thing. Get out of the water. There you go, buddies. I do want my plant back. There it is. Oops. A little bit tense. But yeah, I don't think... Where did everybody go? Oh, there's one. I don't think Path of Titans is really a game that I would enjoy that much, but I do have a weirdly specific taste in games. We're in quite a little bit of a predicament, though. Oh gosh, where did... There they are. I suppose I should lead them to freedom. Oops. Ran into a tree because I can't see. There's the dead Deinosuchus from earlier. Now, I would imagine that they would be eating that now. I think it's safe. Not hearing anything. And Rue goes... Oh, dang, that jump scared me. Oof. I am technically alive still. Let's go. Didn't die. Holy hell. Ooh. Sacrifice. That was close for all of us. That was a patient Deinosuchus. Lol, Sam. What dinosaur games do I play? I like to play, well, the Isle for one. I have recently been playing the silly little Roblox game. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Prior Extinction. It's weirdly good for a free Roblox game. Saurian is fun, but will never be finished. Fossil Fighters, however, is the best dinosaur game to ever be created. If you have a DS, I would greatly suggest Fossil Fighters. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I am not bleeding anymore. That is very epic. We should probably wait for nighttime. Oh, well, if you play Roblox, I would definitely suggest trying out Prior Extinction. It does solve a lot of problems. I go silent. Am I okay? It does solve a lot of the problems that games like the Isle have, where it kind of gets boring, especially if you are an herbivore, because the animals have social requirements and social stress as well, which is really cool. Prehistory. Is that a Roblox game just called Prehistory? That's interesting. I might have to give that a try. I would definitely suggest, if you have a DS or a 3DS, to try and get your hands on Fossil Fighters. It is a wonderful, charming little game. Although, to give context for how old it is now, they represent Deinachirus as a fairly normal ornithomemosaur. I'm okay now. Alrighty. I have no idea where we should go as the babies, though. Which way do you think we should go? I like their color. It's kind of minty, but it looks like, oh, what are they called? Firebelly toads? The nice moss camouflage. I think that's a pteranodon noise over in the distance. I don't even know if the recording is loud enough to hear that. It's normal. I'm pretty new too. Left ends up at the start of the river, though. Bug. I'm new to the Isle in general. I'ma do a sneaky peeky. I think it's fine. Oh, what the honk was that? Was that a land Deinosuchus? Oh gosh, it was. Oh no. You know what, that's fine. I don't think I want to be the Babysaurus again. It's pretty basic, but the Pteranodon is my favorite, and I think I'm gonna go for the Pteranodon. Let me see which color I want to be this time. Let's go ahead and get a new one. Let's try pattern B. Let's see, what do we want to be? That's interesting. Just gonna keep clicking random until I get one I like, I think. Ooh, that's pretty. Go with this one. I like to start here as the Pteranodon. I am much better at the Pteranodon than any of the other things. So this should go a lot more smoothly. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any tasties. Oh, Orange is going to go ahead and hop off YouTube and play a Roblox game called Creatures of Sonaria. That sounds pretty epic. Be sure to have fun. I'm going to be heading off in a little bit as well. But thank you for joining me. This area doesn't normally seem to have much in the way of the fishes. Why is the moon so pink? Holy honk, the moon is crashing into the earth. That looks somewhat ridiculous. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a skillful play and move my map. There we go. And I'm still in the game. Very epic. I need to be heading this way. Gotta be sure to screech every once in a while. Unfortunately, it is going to be turning night pretty soon. Which is not particularly what I want. I'm gonna go ahead and fly up pretty high right now, though. Let me double check that I know where I am. Negative 130, negative 218. Yep. And oops, there we go. I also ought to be going in this direction. Yes. Very PogChamp. We are Pteranodon Masters here. Let's go ahead and start searching for some fishes. We are right back on track now. That actually is a very good landing spot. I might want to go back there. Ooh, that was a weird rubber band. Definitely don't want to be staying too close to the water. Yeah, I suppose it is best to land. Oof. Do. Very nice safe spot. Yeah, the Pteranodon is supposed to be able to eat the Babyosaurus. One time I killed a Hypsilophodon very poorly, but it still worked, so you know what, that counts. But the Babyosaurus does so much damage. It is not reliable at all. And also, Troodon, rabbit, and bullfrog. I have never actually seen the frog as something that is supposed to eat the frog. There should be significantly more AI for the small creatures like rabbits and bullfrogs. I've never seen a rabbit as the Pteranodon either. Troodon, I haven't seen either, but I did see 3 Troodon rather, just while being the Babyosaurus today, so maybe that is more efficient than I had previously realized. Either way, let's go ahead and continue searching. Was that a Pteranodon? Fishes. That was not particularly efficient. There's a Troodon noise. It's not very reliable to be doing this. Oops, as the baby, however. Should honestly not be doing it this way, but I do not like skim feeding because Pteranodon, as I say every time I play the Pteranodon, could not skim feed for the life of it. They changed the shape of its mouth to look like it should be able to for this game. I feel like I almost had it that time. There we go. Fish. I believe it gives more food to eat it this way, so we'll go ahead and see. It might just give more nutrition, actually. That would make sense. Alright, time to see if we get exploded by a crocodile. No crocodile explosions, very PogChamp. That was almost a huge accident, but we're fine. Go ahead and go in for another scoop. Scoop-de-whoop. Boop-de-scoop. There we go. Oh. Unfortunate. Is it still somewhere we can reach? That is the question. It does not appear so. Unfortunate, but that's alright. Assuming we can find the fishes again. Huh. Oh, there's some. That looked kind of suspicious. That might have just been a larger fish, but that very well could have been something very dangerous. There we go. Delicious. I do think the Babyosaurs might grow faster than the Pteranodon. That may genuinely be the case. I just heard a squeaky noise. It might have been a little baby. Oops. I completely messed that up. I pressed R instead of T, which is what I have the air brake set to. Hopefully my Corythosaurus being in front of the chat isn't too horrible. It's just that the group chat for the Isle is in that lower left corner where I normally put it, and I didn't want people to not be able to see that. I think the Pteranodon should have a significantly larger group size, though. Either that, or I think they should add other pterosaurs, especially considering Pteranodon is such a marine creature. It'd be interesting if they added something like Dimorphodon or something to be a scavenger niche. Like an actual devoted scavenger instead of the Pteranodon, where it can, but it's not good at it. Something that can take off very quickly. Something with a very good sense of smell. I think that would be really cool. And considering the Babyosaurus exists, which is a complete and utter falsification of what Babyosaurus is in every definition, I'm sure they could do it. There's also Istiodactylids, which a lot of people like to shoehorn Edgedarkins, like Quetzalcoatlus, into being like the scavengers TM just because they're big, and condors are big, so that makes people think, oh, well, that means it does the same thing. But they don't. The closest we have to like a vulture TM pterosaur are the Istiodactylids, which only seem to, there hasn't been much research on it, but they are really neat because they don't even have beaks. They just have cursed little chisel teeth that would be very good at getting meat off of bones. They have very, very, very weak jaws. They have such beautiful, elegant skulls that are just like a single triangle of thin bone. It is really interesting to look at. The only problem being that they are built pretty similarly to other pretty good sized pterodactyloids like Pteranodon. It would definitely be really interesting if they put it in the game, though. Like, they have all the flight mechanics. I think they should add more things that fly. And then if they did add something like Istiodactylus, well, maybe Pteranodon could be like a bully. Something like a seagull, or just kind of mean to other animals that are smaller than it. That could be neat. And have Pteranodon be the one. Have Pteranodon be the one where it has very large group sizes. The other ones have... Why would you do that, bro? I'm just a baby. I could hear them coming. It was a little closer than I should have let it be, though. I don't understand why people just KOS Pteranodons. I have seen a couple people that just relentlessly bite people for no reason while flying. But that's a bit silly, isn't it? I love this, though. This is a very Jurassic Park thing. This is not something Pteranodon itself could actually do, but it's really interesting, and it could also be neat if they added something like Dimorphodon. Maybe Dimorphodon, even though, again, the Isle has set the rule that you can't just ignore actual paleontology. Dimorphodon in real life is not particularly well flighted, but is much better at ground movement than other more basal pterosaurs, so it was probably something similar to a pheasant, wherein it was very capable of flying and very capable of flying very fast, but just didn't unless there was a predator. What if Dimorphodon, you make it a scavenger and it can sniff on the tree trunk, like Pteranodon can't? Just another way to make it better at being a scavenger. And better yet, what if it could very, very slowly regain stamina while roosting on trees and cliffs? That could be neat too. You could also make it so that it can only roost on trees and not cliffs, but that would depend on how they programmed it to begin with. Oh, Stegosaurus. I want to go see what the interesting creatures are doing. This is why I love the Pteranodons so much. You can just kind of look at stuff. And did they attack the Tenontosaurus? Absolutely deserved. They better not be mixed packing though. That's cringe if they are. Or is that a Pachycephalosaurus? It's hard to tell because they decided not to make the Dromaeosaurus realistic, so I can't tell the difference between a Dromaeosaur and a Pachycephalosaurus. I legitimately cannot tell. You hope it's a Pachycephalosaurus, but... Well, that one's a Tenontosaurus, it seems. Please tell me you are a Pachy and not... Yeah, that looks like a Pachy. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, that makes me miss being a stego though, all those cute little babies. Well, they're all dinking the order. I can take a moment to... Oh, I actually know exactly where I am now. I like looking at them. Also, sometimes they kill predators and I get to have them. Hopefully they're nice. A lot of times the Stegosaurus will just kill everyone who goes near them and be very rude in general. But, I'm always nice to the Pteranodons. I should probably actually roost somewhere, so go ahead and do that right here. Actually, that one's more fun. Did they already have them? The birds flying away noise is very cool. I definitely sounds like a Omniraptor is trying to sneak up on me, so yeah, I'm heading out. Where did the Stegosaurus go? Probably over here, if my bee and a stego instincts are correct. Oh, nope, they're there. Hello, Stegosaurus. That one's green, that's very cool. Wait a minute, is that a Dilophosaurus? That's probably a Pachycephalosaurus. I genuinely can't tell. That's why I hate that they don't add feathers to things. It makes so you can't tell things apart. They really ought to be told apart. Oh, it's a Dryosaurus. Dang, I wish I was part of their herbivore group. It seems very fun. Was perhaps not the best place to alight. Oh well, I can still see the stegos over there. I like just watching them. That was pretty close. That baby might have tried attacking me. Really ought to land somewhere though. There's a Ceratosaurus though they should beware of. Be wary of the Ceratosaurus. They're absconding, it seems. Perhaps I better abjure. Oh. A load of carnivores. Well, I might want to take a look at that. That might have been a group of Ceratosaurus. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, it's a group of Ceratosaurus. Interesting. It'd probably be pretty rude to lead them to the Stegosaurus herd, but I'm tempted. Hmm. Hello, friends. Yeah. Hello, baby Stegos. Ta-da! Where are they going? Is it another Stegosaurus? Oh, it is. Trying to pinpoint the noise of the other Pteranodon. I'll just go over here. When all of them are getting water, it should be safe enough for me to get water as well. Could also try and get it by myself. Might as well, I need food anyways. Although this is Crocagator Nation, if I ever saw it. There's some fishies. It's best not to move in too predictably, unless the Crocagator just kind of wait for you there until you until they can just grab you by the face. Oh, that time I was real confident though. I'll go ahead and search over here for some more fishes though. Da-da-da-da. Let's try that one more time. This is a good place to alight. Maybe not the best place, but who cares? Hopefully don't roll away. Epic. My hexagons are filled again, that's very nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice sippy. Hopefully we don't explode. Seeming pretty safe. Okay. That was very successful. I am very surprised. A creature? Is that a bunny? No! Don't run into the water. Authentic AI moment. Oh well, there's fishes. Okay, well the bunny is back. Leave my fish right there. In an attempt to get this. Where? Oh well. I'll just do this thing. Oh gee, where did I put it? There we go. It's just invisible. Or rather, it sank into the rock. Whichever you prefer, I suppose. Well, how ominous. Where is that other pteranodon? Well, there's that lone stego from before, I think. Unless this is the whole group. Yes, the whole group. Are they being attacked? The heck is that over there? I suppose I'll just alight right here. Hopefully show off as a sign of trust. Get my run ready, just in case. And I'm getting a little too nervous being in the open. They seem to be splitting up. Hello, Stego. Watermelon. I've been pretty silent lately, but I'm getting a bit tired, honestly. I'm kind of just interested in staring at the Stegosaurus and trying to gain their trust so I can stand near them and not die. Did the Tenoptosaurus attack them? Is that what happened? Maybe. I would like the Stegosaurus to start drinking so that I can drink, though. That would be wonderful if it happened. Oh, hey, Orange is back. Welcome back. How was the row blocking? Oh, there's a... appears to be an Omniraptor. Possibly that Dryosaurus from earlier. I've just kind of been stalking these Stegosaurus. Nope. Not dealing with that. No siree. would really like some oiter, however. I would like the Stegosaurus to drink so they can distract the crocodilators. I feel like there was a good Sippies in place. Oh, it's right over there. Stegos should be easy to get back to. Right over here is a pretty good sippy spot. No crocodilators resting over there. I think we should be doing fine. Fuck. Nothing bad happened. That was wonderful. I can't see though, it is daytime, so I probably ought to start calling. What is that one? I have no idea what that is. Oh, I might as well go see what the Stegos are doing. They don't go far, as you can imagine. They do seem pretty injured, though. Eh? Where'd that other Stego go? Huh? Oh, it fit in the bushes. Hopefully nothing bad happens to me. Stegosaurus seems to be made nice. Am I an adult? Almost. It is at 84.5%. Oh, I don't like that though. They seem to be being nice, at least. At the very least, ignoring me. There has occasionally been another Pteranodon call, which sounds to be an adult. But they are not. They're not either not finding me or are moving around, so I can't find them. Which is unfortunate. Ooh, there's a Hypsilophodon somewhere. I could be rude and hunt that, but all of my hexagons are full, so there's not much use in that. I would love to find some buddies, though. What an odd sound that one is. I wonder if that's the Dryosaurus. Okay, well, let's not get water from here. What is that? Carnotaurus? Ooh, there's rotting stuff all over. They seem to have noticed this as well. Is that another pteranodon? Be careful, bro. Oof. Oh, they have kanji text. I've just been following around some Stegosaurus. Nah, actually. Just in case they can't speak English very well, I'm not going to confound them with a paragraph. That tiny thing looks tasty, though. Are those Troodon or just baby Deinonychus? I would like them nonetheless. I would like that, please. What are they doing? Okay. Alright, let's hope nothing goes wrong. Da-da-da. Oh! While I was doing those shenanigans, Orange had to go again. See you around. Alright, it didn't fill my hexagons or anything, but that was fun. Oh gee, the Stegosaurus appears to be being attacked. Stegosaurus is increasing the distance. And they're chasing something else. Eh?
I need help.
I can in a little bit.
Now, can you tell me if this class is worth taking?
I can in a little bit.
How about you just fucking,
You swear my stream.
perish?
I shan't perish. Unless I will right now.
Oh my gosh, it speaks with you.
Yes, I can show you how to do that if you want. Oh, I died. Well, I guess I'm gonna help you now.
Something into frame. Sorry, you're gonna have to edit this entire thing when you go and post it on YouTube. LOL.
Oh no, it's a stream, dog. It's a stream. Okay, well
No,
this
but
has
you're
been.
gonna post like the best bits on YouTube, you know.
Oh, but the best bits was like 30 seconds, and that was half of it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow, it's crazy.
Wait, okay, alright,
Okay. Well, this has been Candy Eggs. Thank you everyone for watching. Hee yo 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 yo.
Yo,
That-
yo, I mean, yo,
Yo 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 yo.